Welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4 Millennium Dawn modded playthrough of the United States.
We're back at it. This would I think I'm going to release these for Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Um, if you do watch this came out initially during Thanksgiving week. And I'm going to try and wrap up both of these series, the Chechen United States playthrough, in this week. And then we'll start something new on December 1st. For the subscribers, I'm going to turn to agent. We do have a rescue mission for that guy. We are going to accept our war goal very soon. Once we have annexed Canada here. Which I have no idea why the Canadians wanted to join the Union during a recession, but we're not gonna, or sorry, a depression. It's not even a recession. But we're not gonna complain. That's what they want to do. That's what they want to do. Six, four. Stability. Belarus. We're working on. No, we're not working on anything right now. Russia, China. Turkey. Egypt. Israel. Iran. The new Iran that's there. India. Australia all need to be under watch here. Yeah, we could get a size 9 missile silo in every province right off the bat. That'd be pretty cool. Alright, what's our budget? Defense spending's terrible. We definitely need to work on that. What is this dropping per day? 40-ish? 40 autonomy a day. That's actually really quick. 8 times what we would get normally from suppressed subjects. And we're only in it, we're a major power and we have less contribution than, yeah, that's pretty bad. I am actually very scared to look at our foreign influence right now. Look at France, 30% there. That's far too much. We'll have to do combating foreign influence a lot in the upcoming things. Holt is going to keep making everything. Small armsy, we're just going to give it a Colt. So 7 a day is 2,100 per year. This is not enough. We're gonna add 5 more. Naval invasions. Definitely can research this more. And need to research it more. Canada is now the like 70th through the 79th state or something. I don't know. Or 84th state. Something like that. Who knows what it is actually. Um we just acquired a bunch of mechanized units. Oh, I didn't mean to. So Canada did have quite the forces. I'm actually not against their force disposition. Other than these, we're going to make a Canadian Marine unit. Maybe. He's an infantry officer. I'm not seeing the naval invasion symbol. Patricia Siegman. She seems Canadian enough, so let's go with her. All right. So this is another one. Central Command. Nah, that's North America Command. Just gonna get added to the group of units that need to get displaced. This is SOCOM, all special forces stuff. Canadian mechanized forces. Oh, let's look. These will go into NOCOM. And then we have APCs. Also NOCOM. Our ground infantry units, militia maybe. I don't know what those are, but they're there. 1 tank. And then all of these airborne units, we're just going to get rid of. Okay. So we probably accrued a bunch of boats too. Canada did have a more modern navy than we did. We're just going to keep those boats. Yeah, we took on quite a bit more debt. We moved up to 57 trillion though in GDP. So our interest rate is pretty good. Global economic power now. We're still ahead of China. I think China probably passed us based on what I'm seeing here. I would assume. Um, at some point. And they haven't expanded at all, so that's actually quite impressive. That's just through good management, I guess. Yeah, we're not signing any non-aggression pacts. So, acquiring Canada gave us a ton of resources we needed. Let's check our export economy down to mixed. Where is a medium gun? All right. And unprovoked. They have $2 trillion in debt. This tiny little Asian nation with a bunch of rubber we want. So Marine Command. We're actually going to promote one of these guys with a citation. Experienced soldier loss reduction. Definitely. Naval invasion will proceed. All right. Yep. And we have plenty of resources now that we shrunk our economy. Or we switched out of being an export economy. So now we can start combating foreign influence and working on getting out of this depression. Like we are going to land without any opposition forces, possibly. So we fully conquered the entire territory. Nice. 12 rubber is huge. 12 rubber is a lot of rubber for jets. Alright, so they're puppeted now? Well, that didn't work. Alright. We're gonna send... I can have 22 units under him? That dude's amazing. Now that I look at that. Yeah, so we lost our territories in Armenia. That's probably our biggest loss of all of this. So I would expect Armenia to default again. Just what I would expect. So we're gonna go station these guys out of Europe. Where's our fallback? Yeah, so this entire team will work out of Europe. This Marine group is going to be can't actually get there. Okay. To promote someone, or I could accept one of these generals. Part of the old guard. Does it say if they're a genius or not? Alright, we'll just go with this guy. I don't really know if he's good or bad or whatever we're doing. Um, Definitely want division recovery rate. Always offensive and reinforcement rate. Anyway, he will be stationed out of Iran and tasked with holding that area or region. And we will be using the U.S. Marine Regiment. All right. Perfect. So they'll be able to get some training over here at some point. And this will be the 1st Marines. Second Marines, 3rd Marines, 4th Marines, and the 5th Marines. I guess we'll name this army group 1st Marine Group. The 2nd Marine Group. Okay. Gotta cancel all of these that are just not building anything. Actually wasting production. And let's go look at Timor-Leste, or however you say this. I wonder if their buildings are still in the queue. That'd be hilarious. No nuclear plants. They do take energy, though. No naval bases. All right, we can build on them. a couple forts. And they should be able to take a rail line too. Not a very big one, but it's enough. All right, we're gonna bump all that up. And how much money do we have? 1.6 billion. We're gonna pop out of there into recession land from depression land and just take the debt. They nullified their debt. I mean, that's honestly good for us, right? They did not nullify their debt. Their debt did not change. We're going to definitely accrue another $2 billion in debt. So this will go up to $20 billion, or sorry, $2 trillion. So we'll have $20 trillion in debt if we integrate them. But more rubber. So I'm going to say that's worthwhile for us. We have a ton of power. Yeah, we're going to pass on debt bailouts. Because we're just going to work to integrate them very quickly here. So we're just going to accrue all their debt anyway. $65. I don't know why this is less to manage now. But it is, and that's like 7 billion per click. That's a lot. Yeah, where am I losing money? Or did I not lose money? Never mind. Going crazy, sorry. Need to go invest more money in Ukraine, actually. The land of power plants that need to be built. More power plants. An agent captured. What? Oh man, the Taliban again. Alright, let's go ahead and rescue. Commence the operation. Yep. Looking okay, I would say. Not amazing, not too good. Just okay. Yeah, Sweden is really trying to like stir up some stuff, huh? Oh, I need to fix that. Hold up. We're gonna switch this shoot to anything. Yeah. Low manpower is wild. But we did switch from military spending over to civil, so this is expected. How's our productivity looking? Not very high at all. So we'll have Colt make this as well. And then oh, we had bureaucratic drain. No wonder. This is attack, so let's give that to attack. We have a research slot here that will be this equipment, and we'll do that under Colt. Alright, we'll get to annex them fairly quickly. Oh, nice. We moved up to stagnant. We just had to give it a little push. We had to push it over by taking on 2 trillion in debt. And we got ourselves over the hump there. Made it over the hill. Pushed us right back over into a stagnant economy from a recession. Yeah, so we're still hovering at 57 trillion. And our GDP per capita is going up, so that's good. That is very good. Yeah, man, I think I'm gonna turn the Gulf of North America into massive military industrial complex, the likes of which the world has never seen. How much are we spending on debt too? About 2 billion is nothing. Does this give political party bonus? Active for 91 days. Effect when removed. Modifies U.S. domestic policies, so you get political power gain. Less resources to market, less revenue from resources to market. Treasury goes down, but we add oil production across multiple states. And the Nationalist Front Party gets popularity increase. So this one's actually pretty good. This one just lowers stability and political gain. I don't know why you would take that. And our regulation strength has dropped a ton. I didn't get to take advantage of that. That's going to be a pain in the butt. Pretty terrible. Alright, we're going to take small lobbying. And we're very close. Oh, and I'm going to go ahead and end this here. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll catch everyone on the next episode as we continue playing the United States. Anyway, I'll see y'all later.